I moved the good coffee to my car and the office noticed by Tuesday. So I work at this mid-size insurance office, maybe 30 people, and for the past 2 years I've been the one who buys the coffee. Not company coffee. My coffee. The good stuff, the whole bean bags from the roaster near my apartment that run me like 18 bucks a bag. I bought a decent grinder for the break room too. I did this because the coffee they provide is genuinely terrible. This pre-ground industrial stuff that tastes like a wet penny. And I figured, honestly, I'd rather just fix it than complain. I never made a thing of it. I'd grind a batch in the morning, top off the tin, and people drank it. For a while it was fine. Then it just became the coffee. Nobody knew I bought it. Or I guess I assumed they didn't care where it came from. Here's where it turned. About a month ago, we get a new office manager, Joanne. Young, very into optimizing, walks around with a label maker. Second week in, she sends this email to everybody about the break room. Says the coffee situation has gotten wasteful and people are over-consuming premium supplies. She actually put a laminated sign above the tin. 2 cups per person, per morning. Be considerate. And I'm reading this like, considerate of who? I'm the one buying it. So I go talk to her. I say, hey, just so you know, that's not office coffee. I bring that in myself. I'm happy to keep doing it, but maybe we don't need the rationing sign on my beans. And she gives me this tight little smile and says, well, once it's in the shared space, it's a shared resource. We all have to think about the collective. The collective. Okay, so I said fine. And that night I took my grinder home. Took the good beans home too. Left the tin exactly where it was. Still full of the terrible pre-ground company stuff, which technically is a shared resource. So, you know, consider it. Monday morning, nobody notices right away. But by like 10, I hear Bruce from Claims go, something's off with the coffee today. Carl agrees. Somebody regrinds it thinking that'll help. It does not help because it was never the beans. It was my beans. Tuesday is when it clicks for people. I'm at my desk and I hear this little cluster forming by the break room. Bruce is saying the coffee's been bad for 2 days. And then somebody, I think it was Patricia, goes, wait, didn't Joanne send that email about premium supplies? And it just kind of ripples out from there. People start doing the math. The good coffee stopped the exact day the rationing sign went up. Around 11, Bruce actually comes to my desk and goes, were you the one bringing in the coffee? And I said, yeah, for about 2 years. He goes, 2 years? Like it physically hurt him. By lunch, it's a whole thing. Carl asks me straight up why I stopped. I keep it real light. I just say, oh, I got a note that I was over-consuming premium supplies, so I figured I'd stop supplying them. Patricia snort laughs. Bruce does not laugh. Bruce looks genuinely bereaved. Then Joanne comes over, and she's clearly hurt because she's got the tight smile again. She goes, so I think there's been a little miscommunication. Obviously, if you want to bring coffee back in, nobody's stopping you. And I said, you put a 2-cup limit on it and a laminated sign, Joanne. She goes, that was a general policy. I said, for a thing I paid for. She does this little laugh and says, but the offer stands. You're welcome to bring it back. And that's the part that got me. Welcome to bring it back. Like it's a favor she's extending to me. Like I'm being invited to resume buying $18 bags to be rationed by a laminated sign. So I said, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. She kind of blinks. You don't want to bring the coffee back? And I said, no. It's in my car, actually. I've got the grinder and everything in the trunk. But it's a personal supply now, so I've got to think about the collective. And I just looked at her when I said it. She got it. Her whole face did a thing. Bruce, who is standing right there, goes, wait, it's in your car right now? And I said, yep. And he goes, can I? And then stops because he realizes what he's asking and how much worse it makes it that the good coffee is currently 40 feet away in a parking spot and he cannot have it. So now the tin's still there, still full of the wet penny stuff. Joanne took her sign down Wednesday quietly, no email about it. Nobody said anything to me directly since, except Bruce, who keeps mentioning that he's thinking about getting one of those pour-over things for his desk. I drink mine in my car before I clock in.